And if you look at that word love, we're going to have a little bit of a study, which is something for many of us already know. We know that there are so many words that are used in the Greek. We talk about the word eros, which is what we come from the English word erotic, which is a worldly, romantic, lustful love, kind of a person who wants to get something from another person. And you might give some examples on that when somebody says, you know what, I love you so much, I cannot live without you. It sounds so romantic, isn't it? Diba, mga girls, when you hear those words, ang ganda naman ng pakinggan. I cannot live without you. But don't you know that if you look at that word deeply, it doesn't make sense. But when you say, I cannot live without you, that's a very selfish love. Storge is another word which is more of a familial love. The way a mother loves his children, or as a child loves his parent. It's also, again, a very reciprocal type of love. Pag sinabing reciprocal, you love somebody and then the person loves you back. Okay? And then the last one was phileo, which is brotherly love, which is when we hear the word Philadelphia, brotherly love. Philos, which is love, and adelphos, brother. It pictures a person who has like a commonality with another person. But when the writers of the Bible were looking at the right word that comes from God Himself, they had to redefine the love because they could not have any Greek word that will define what is God's love. They have to come up with a new word, agape. And agape is completely different from everyone else, that they have to define that word in 1 Corinthians 13. Do you know that the agape word is never seen anywhere else in the scriptures and none else outside of the scriptures, except when it's referring to the divine kind of love? They have to come up with a word to show that this language is coming from God. So what kind of love is this? When you say the fruit of the Spirit is love, this is the self-giving love. This is the sacrificial love. This is a love that seeks the good of others, even when it costs something. This is the very love of God. This is the very result of the love of God in us. We love Him because He first, what? Loved us. That's the kind of love. And you know, when the Bible talks about God is love, we say, oh, it's a cliche. It's a nice expression. God is love. Oh yeah, because God is love. He's in that level, so we cannot love. But the Bible speaks of that same kind of love. My goodness, you can speak the language of angels. And you can speak to Michael. And you can speak to Gabriel. And you can speak all the other words. And have not love, the Bible says you are nothing. Because love is not just your intellectual knowledge. Love is never just the decision in your mind to do certain things. Love is submission to the power of God.